What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another installment of Kicking It with Danny, and I am Danny. And today we're gonna try something a little different. I want to try to do this maybe like once a month if I can. It's gonna be like a Kicking It with Danny, but I actually have someone kicking it with Danny. And today I have my friend Austin here to kick it with.
I'm also go by All-Star Handyman as well.
If you
gamer tag.
If you want to get him that work in the Call of Duty streets and League of Legends streets, oh, the dogs are going crazy, but it's all good. But yeah, today I have Austin here with me. We here to talk about anime because it's anime. It's really enjoyable, and I know he is also big in anime streets like myself. So, what are some of the stuff like our anime that you're into or you watch and all that good stuff?
So of course, normally when I was growing up in the early '90s, stuff like that, we got into it.
Oh yeah, that's when the Toonami days and stuff. Yeah.
But I got to give a lot of the credit to my girlfriend Chardan. She's the one who really started pushing me to start watching a lot more. So a lot of the credit goes to her. Maybe she might have been better in this chair than I am, but
yeah, she is the cultured one.
I ain't gonna let her get my my FaceTime.
She's the cultured one. She has the better taste. If you ask me, I've heard some of the bad taste.
Oh,
but that's what we're for. We're gonna do a list. We're gonna
yeah.
I did a few lists myself, so now it's first time trying to list with someone else. So we're gonna try a list of like our top 5 favorite anime of all time, and like this list. So it's not like on stats. It's not like this is everyone loves this one, so it has to be number one. It's like our personal favorites that we enjoyed of all time. So without further ado, let's get into this list.
Do you want to start this one or?
Okay, so getting into this list. As a guest, do you want to go first, or would you like me to?
Or we can do a. I do one, you do one, or it don't matter.
At 5, you do your 5 first. I do 4 first. So, what's your number 5?
Number 5, and people might not agree with me, and I don't know if you would, but I really enjoy it. And typically, I do not like this style of anime, but I felt that the story was awesome.
I mean, that's big right there.
Yeah, it kept me into it, and it's a Jin.
A Jin?
It's on Netflix. I might be saying it wrong. I think it's a Jin. But he has, I don't know, what got me was the noise, because it was creepy. Like, the scary movie that used to get me back in the day was The Grudge, hands down.
Yeah.
So this one had that kind of sound to it, so I think that made me stick to watching it. And yeah, it's just pretty much like, man, I don't really want to spoil it too much.
I think you recommended me this once, but it looked weird. So I just never got into it. I never watched it, but I'll add it on my list now.
It's on my top 5. You have to.
If it's in your top 5, I'll add it to my list and I'll check it out. But it looked weird. I think I have passed it on Netflix, but never dived into it.
It was good, man. Like just the story and a lot of when it did get to some of the action scenes, it was
dope.
It was. All right, it gives you goosebumps.
I can give it that 2 episode trial. You know how you go into 2, maybe 3 episodes to see. If you tell me it takes half a season,
no. Okay, yeah, you're good. First episode, it gets you. Yeah, you're right. It's so good. You got 2 episodes.
Okay, I give it the 2 episode trial.
Okay,
so that's respectable. I don't know it. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay,
so I can respect it for now. But all right, for me, number 5 on my list is probably not on many people's list, like you said, or is a top 5, but it's so enjoyable. It's so over the top for sports anime.
Oh.
And that's Kuroko no Basketball. Oh, God. It's so ridiculous. You got the miracles, the kids or whatever they call them, generation of miracles, who are just like crazy with these skills. Like they're real life skills, like shooting 3, but it's over the top. Like man's going into a 3 before he has the ball, and they pass it to him mid-air, and he shoots the 3. It's so over the top, but good. Like the battles that they have on the court, especially like Amine versus Kisei, that was really dope. And then extra game when they was going against the Americans. Don't know why, but animes like to make Americans look horrible. We were looking so trash in there. But Kisei and that, if you don't watch it, watch the extra game. Watch my boy Kisei put in all the work. When he goes full Cosby, in the zone. It's crazy.
It's like I would say the people who watch sports anime might not be too good at sports themselves.
Get out of here.
So I'm assuming you're watching this basketball anime because you know you can't beat me because you've been ducking me for let me see, where's my watch ain't on, but a couple months now.
People who watch sports anime can appreciate the sports anime because they played it. And I appreciate Kuroko because it's so over the top. Same way they had personal tennis, people going crazy on there, everybody at the tennis courts, knowing they can't do no snake shots, but they out there.
Well, that like, shots.
Right now you got Haikyuu, which is dope. It's not over the top, but it's just a dope sports anime. Well, so for me, I wanted to give the sports anime some rep on the list, and my favorite one out of all the sports anime is Kuroko no Basket.
Now, did they got football anime?
I mean, I believe so. It's an old one called Shield. I can't remember the name. Serial something. I mean, I believe so because they got rugby. They have golf. So I would be surprised if that's not on there.
I might check out a football version of that.
I recommend if you watch it, if it's anime, I recommend Baby Steps. It's a really dope, like traditional, not golf but tennis anime. You actually watch them get dope. It's pretty cool.
Okay,
I recommend it. But let's get into this at number 4. All right, so now let's get into this. Number 4 on our list. I'll go first this time.
All right.
And number 4 for me is something I know you like. I know for sure you enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. It actually left me wanting more, but they ended at a good spot. There we go. And I can respect that. I respect anime that end good, don't push too far, and just become horrible. And that for me is Soul Leader.
Oh
yeah, Soul Leader. It was super dope with like the partner system they had. Your weapon was another person that you have to make a connection with, and then y'all go out here. You get better connections. Y'all get that perfect synergy, and you just go crazy. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the world they built when they went to all these places in the kitchens. See, the reason why I said I wanted more was because I believe they said there was like 12 kitchens or something like that.
Yeah.
That there were more. So I was like, I would like to see them go through these kitchen rings. They showed their outline once in the anime, but they never like went in and like did some work on the other ones. They beat that one, which was dope, and I was satisfied with.
Yeah.
And then you just had cool characters like Steins and
he is an inspiration right there. Just how they did his character.
My favorite was Def the Kid.
Oh yeah.
Def the Kid.
Upside down pistols.
He had the pistols. Patty. That's one of the pistols' name. I think it was like Patty and Teresa or Patty and Charlene, something like that.
Ooh.
He had 2 pistols. One of them was Patty, and it was cool. It was his perfect synergy. Yeah. I thought it was dope. Even the background character. I liked the black kid with the 2 little girls that was with him. Yeah, and they became like Thunderheads. Like even their background characters were dope. So that's why it left me wanting more. So I'm like, I would love to just be in that world a little more. So that's why it was top one for me. I don't think it had a bad arc.
No.
And it just progressively got better and better. And then that ending arc, when they fought the kitchen, the progression that everybody made, it was just dope.
I would say, because it is on my list, and we will get to that a little bit later.
Yeah. See, we got some.
That is actually, my dog is named after Soul.
That's how I know you like it.
So we'll get to that later. But to elaborate what you did, like the fight scenes when they were fighting was awesome. I love the part where Black Star versus the guy who was protecting the
little chick.
The witch
samurai. Yeah.
Boom, chill bumps right there.
It was
dope.
See it?
You see it? Yeah. Yeah, I did really enjoy it. And I might even might have to elaborate on a little bit at the end.
Yeah, since it's on your list, you can elaborate it more when we get to your part.
So I'll leave it there.
So what's your number 4?
My number 4, and I was battling with it a little bit, but I will have to go with My Hero.
My Hero?
My Hero, yes. The feelings I get for it, like how, I don't know, he's always struggling to get better, and every time he's trying to improve, he gets a struggle. He keeps hitting that wall, and he keeps having to break through that wall. And, that's an everyday life for everybody. Everybody has to try to break through a wall.
Yeah.
And that man literally does it every time. Now, of course,
it's like it has the shonen formula of.
And it's new, but like you can tell that one's going to be great.
Oh yeah, you knew early that one was going to be something special.
Now I will say, like the main thing is this last arc I didn't enjoy. That's the one where he's like a mage character or magic guy,
gentleman or something.
Yeah. I do not like it. Could not get into it. And I actually saved these last few episodes because I know it actually gets really good.
Yeah.
What my girlfriend was telling, Chardin was saying, and a few friends were telling me like it gets really good. But it's like I'll rather save it for the next season to come out, and I can just boom go.
See, for me, I understand why they did that. It was a big arc just happened, and it's kind of like the cool down, all that good stuff. But for me, the reason why like the My Heroes, the Naruto's, even the One Piece aren't on my list, I'll give you that tip off right now. I enjoy them. One Piece is one of the best things I read. Yeah. That's the thing. Those I actually read. I have my manga list way different from my anime list. Okay. Because there's a lot of things that I actually read that like this is dope, but I don't bother watching it. Okay. And Boku no Hero is one of them. I watched maybe some of the battles, but reading it is dope. And if you read it right now,
and see, I think that's the good thing that I do have is I do not mind spoilers. I'm a person.
Yeah.
Like I ask for it, now I would not spoil it myself. I've just never been that kind of person. But I'm happy to watch it because it gives me something to do. Like reading it, if I'm sitting there reading it and with all these chapters I have, I can just
boom, you read all day.
Yeah, and then another thing too is like I never really read as much as I watched. Yeah. So that's why I'm very happy, and they do a great art style. It's great fighting, and like I said, that's why I have to put it forward because, man, and one of my favorite villains is on there. That's the hero killer, man.
It is dope. Yeah, I can't give him that nudge yet until the story progressed to a point of where I'm like, okay, this is up there. Like,
but this is also one of those animes. That's why I also have to put it in the list because this is one of those animes that you go and you watch the movies they come out with.
Oh yeah, the movies was dope.
Yeah, so like if this is an anime that gives you both, like they're doing something right to keep you entertained and make you want to keep watching it.
Because My Hero, dope. I look forward to seeing like the stand on My Hero like a year from now when we're progressing into like some of the crazy stuff that you can see coming. Can't wait. That's why I read it weekly because I can't wait. I can't wait for the season, the off season when you gotta wait for the next. And oh my god, that's why I read it because
I guess
that wait would kill me.
Some people have like that that self control on certain things. Like my self control is able to wait, but self control is not able to watch my weight. So we got a little bit of two things going on.
You might want to start watching it.
We're working on it.
But that was number 4. So we get in there. That number 3 is where I'm interested in because usually your top 3 is debate. That's when you're like even to yourself. You're
These things
like,
stick.
What goes there?
Yeah.
So top 3. What is your number 3?
Oh, my number 3, Vinland Saga.
Oh,
it's Amazon Prime exclusive. Hands down, I am a huge Vikings. That's why I will go and
watch
Vikings. I want to throw axes, and
you probably play Assassin's Creed, the new one.
I will play Assassin's Creed, the new one. I hate all Assassin's Creed. Just never can get into it. But when it comes to Vikings, do not care. I will watch. The story is really good in this. Don't get me wrong, like a lot of people will say, I've seen it before in other Viking shows, but that's where I do that blind eye, don't care.
Yeah, because as long as you execute it.
Yeah, and like it's a different style because it's more the animated style, so it is a little bit different, even though the story might be a little bit the same. So it's, the fighting scenes in there, the what's it called? And I'm horrible with names, so I'm not even going to try to remember
I understand. I suck with names too.
But the guy who is like takes the main kid under his wing, the way he talks, the way he walks, the way he fights, everything about him is just like
his whole swagger.
That is a bad keister right there, man. Like he is like
he's badass.
Yeah, he's top line. He's kick butt. smart, fight, everything. Like, dude, everything about that show. And once again, that's a recommendation. That's on my top list. You have not watched it, watch it. Have you watched it?
A lot of people told me about Vinland Saga, and I don't watch Amazon Prime like that. I don't know. A lot of people don't watch Amazon Prime like that, but it's on my list. Vinland Saga. I have it in my Amazon Prime playlist. I just haven't had a chance to get to it because I haven't had a chance to watch a lot of animes.
Yeah.
And right now it's on the wait because right now we're watching Avatar. So once that rewatch is over, I will give Vinland Saga a try because I heard it was really dope. I like Viking stuff too.
Yep.
And being that it's animated, it can go over the top with the Viking stuff. Like some of it,
I would say that to me, it hasn't gone too over the top.
Yeah, I just mean like some of the dudes jumping from one boat to another. You're not doing that in real life.
No, how they did it, it's
so like I mean like that. Like the basic fighting, being able to do a little more than you would in a live action would make it even doper. So I look forward to seeing that.
Definitely. So number 3.
See, now we get into the good stuff. The number 3 is a anime for the manliest of men. It's just it's a man anime. That's what it is. It's so over the top. It's so just. I just get into it. Number 3 is Gurren Lagann. It's so crazy. It's so over the top. It's just my boy Kamina. You thought he was the main, and then he had to sacrifice himself, and you're just like, dang. It's only like a few episodes in. What are they gonna do without the main?
Spoilers. Haven't watched it.
Chardin will tell you about it. I told you, like I said before, Chardin's the one with the taste. She's the cultured one. But Gurren Lagann is just so crazy, and you just watch it get crazier and crazier as it progresses. It starts off with them underground thing.
Yeah.
And then they get above ground, and then they're in mechs, and now these mechs are fighting, and now you're fighting whole planets. Now you're fighting with whole universe. It gets so over the top crazy that you're just locked in and just like, I want to see what they do next. It's dope.
Yeah,
it's dope. Plus, it has a proper time skip where you see when you're looking forward to see like what happens with this character. Then he time skips and you see him older, and he's just cool. He's just like his big bro Kamina, and it's dope. I enjoyed it. And the chick in there, she was cursed. And just letting you know, for those who ain't watching, she's cursed. Everybody she had feelings for, or tried to.
You got the Game of Thrones.
They got the.
Dang.
It also has a lot of likable characters. One of the characters you like, he does some stuff that you're like, why? But you understand why. It's dope. It's dope.
I've known a few people that actually that were probably less, I guess, cultured than I am. That actually started watching with that anime, they actually enjoyed it. That was like the first anime they watched out of all the other animes. Well, I guess they had Dragon Ball Z.
Oh man, yeah. Everybody did that with the Toonami, but yeah. It's just
I might give it a shot.
Oh, give it a shot.
If you're giving mine a shot, man, I got to give yours.
I had some friends put me on, and we watched. I think I watched it like twice all the way through so far, maybe 3 times, because it's just when you're watching it, it just like flies by because it's just super crazy.
Dang, okay.
Especially towards the end, you're just like, are they throwing galaxies? Like, what the fuck is going on? Exactly. You're just like, what are you doing?
Galactus?
It gets so crazy that you're just in there. It's dope. I recommend it. Highly recommend it. If you haven't seen Gurren Lagann, put your seatbelts on and go watch it. It's dope. All right, so now we at number 2. Number 2 on my list. It's on a lot of people's list actually, and it's a classic to me. And on this list, it's this anime to me is tied with another that I didn't put on the list. Okay. I'll talk about it later. But for me, at number 2 is Samurai Champloo. I love it. It has the intro music is just solid. Yeah. The outro music is solid. It wasn't like one of those extra long animes, and I respect that. It did its arc, told the story of all the 3 main characters with some dope fights. Had you scared, like some of them were going to die, like towards the end. I was scared not everybody was going to make it, and I was going to be sad because I watched another anime where it got to the characters and made it to the end, and they didn't make it, and I was like, dang, okay, why you do that to me? So for this one, it was cool to see them like they made it to the end of the journey, and I think they all like at the end went their separate ways. So it's just like, dang, that was completion. You just left like, dang, that was a good short ride, but it was good, and I just enjoyed the fights, the storytelling, the world, because they went to like all these different places and helped out different people, fought different people, and then at the end you can see them tie up like their final parts of the arc where they fought people that they were looking for and all that good stuff, and it was good. It was a good, enjoyable old time. Plus the art style. It had that.
I really did enjoy the art style.
That old, not super old like Rurouni Kenshin or art and Yu art, but it had to me it felt like some of that old art style, but a little updated. It was nice. I really enjoyed the art style of Samurai Champloo, the story it told, and the characters. Once you care about the characters, you're invested in the ride. So I really enjoyed Samurai Champloo. And
I will agree with what you said on like how they ended it, kind of like it was a good end, like. But they ended it to me kind of quick to the point that I had to keep going back because I'm like, wait, haven't I watched all of this? And I did go back a few times, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I've seen all of this. But like, it's good because like it's always to a point where it goes a while without me watching it, and then I have to go retouch up on it. And I'm like, wait, in which it is,
and it's not that super long because you have those animes, the one season, like 12, 16 episode animes, and you're just like, quick ride, we're done. But then you also have like your shonen that go on forever, and you enjoy those for the long run. But I like this. You can always come back and watch it, and it's you know what you're getting. It's an enjoyable ride each time.
Yeah, and it is. And I love the music that's all in it.
The music is great. The music
touching. It's hard.
A1, maybe one of the best musics in anime still.
Yeah,
outside of Bluebird, I really enjoy Bluebird. It's a Naruto intro. Bluebird.
Oh, one of all that. Yeah, there's a lot of her.
There's a lot of one of them. Bluebird is
most of Naruto's is
Samurai Champloo has a dope soundtrack, so that's number 2 on my list.
That is a very good list.
What's your number?
Number 2 is your number 4, which is Soul Eater.
I respect it.
Like I said, I will elaborate a little bit more. Like I said, my dog is named Soul.
Yep.
My dog before him was named Maka.
Mm-hmm.
So I have them locked down. Of course, if I get another dog, I will probably name him off another one. So yeah, Soul Eater, like I said, art style, hands down, one of the funnest art style rides I've ever been at.
Right.
Been on, I should say, not been at.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in there. The concept of it was fun. I'm going to get a tattoo of incorporating that art style into one of my tattoos when I do get it. Like, that's how like impactful
it is
as an anime it was to me. And it, once again, the fight scenes are awesome, epic. But like I said, that's just baseline great art.
Yes,
and color.
It was pretty colorful wise, and
it has funny stuff in there too, which is great. Like it
does a good job of being a fun, enjoyable anime, but also giving you those serious points where you're like, I don't know if everybody's gonna make it out of here.
Yeah,
and the dope characters you get,
multiple,
and like other shonens, it's solid. That's why it's on my list too.
Yeah,
Soul Eater is solid.
But that is definitely my number 2. And every time I do start talking about it, I do get, as you can tell right there,
goosebumps.
The little goosies. Those things do hit. But that would be
my number 2. But before we get into the number 1, I want to throw out some honorable mentions. This is what I usually do on my list. I throw out some honorable mentions after number 2 before I get into the number 1. So, I want to do a few honorable mentions because, as I said, there's some animes that I do enjoy because I don't separate mine by, best overall. It's tier list. Yeah. So, I just had to pick 5 out of my, A tier, S tier list of anime to present. So, the one I had tied with Samurai Champloo was, Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, yeah.
That's that one that took me on the ride, enjoyed their characters, and then at the end, they do me like that? Oh, my God. But if it makes you feel something, things that make you feel stuff, they're doing the right thing because they're invoking some kind of emotion. But they ain't that in it.
Yeah.
That hurt.
That is definitely a lot of people's good list right there, too.
Yeah. That hurts. And I guess honorables, I throw in some Full Metal Brotherhood.
Full Metal, okay.
And for the sad boys, we'll do some Anahan out there or some Your Lie in April. Those are the heart wrenching. You like, I'm a little too manly to cry, but if I wasn't, I would shed a tear right now. Okay. But so I give a little shout out to those two for
those help by those ones that you want to cry. Exhale real deep, hold 2-second count, and then exhale in increments. Very important. That's how I seem so manly.
You got any honorables?
Oh, absolutely. Honorable. Number one, I have to look at my list because when I was told that we're going to be doing this, I was on paper trying to add my 5 because I don't watch a massive amount, but I watch a good amount.
Yeah.
So when you say take 5 and bring them in, like, I have to say, okay, which one can I keep going back to?
Yeah.
Okay, which one do I go to YouTube and I still want to know more about? So when I named my top 5, that's what I did. So some honorables that missed, and I'm going to go to my list.
Go ahead, dude.
I will say number... Oh, that's hard. Okay, so I'm going to say it. Death Note. Death Note is an honorable mention. But this is the number one thing. I stopped after, and spoilers, so we're going to, I don't know, maybe do a pause up. And
I'll put a little spoiler sign.
Yeah. After L died, I stopped. Ended it. I ended it, and I made it my own. As soon as I did it, I love that anime. And I almost put it in top 5 because of that I did it that way.
Because they actually were, like, bold enough to kill off someone like
as soon as they killed it, I ended it. And like when they try to bring the new character, I think I watched maybe 2 more episodes after
when they bought the character, they were like L or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm like, nope, done, not watching it. Don't like it. You're trying to drag it out. I'm ending it.
It's one of those when you're going. That's what I said earlier. Like the anime, sometimes they go far enough to sour themselves. It's just like, you should just stop there.
Yep. And I stopped it for them, and is an honorable mention for me. And I will add and Demon Slayer. I'm not. I know you, me and you talked about this one time, and I will probably talk about it a little bit in a minute. Demon Slayer is new, which I enjoy, and that one I just love to fight. Like I'm in it for the cool fights. There's a scene in there that the main character does this epic kill, and he didn't kill. So it wasn't like that. Like he rised above. He still had to get a person to come save him. So that's still cool, man. Like
Demon Slayer.
You hate that face. Well, we'll talk about one of your honorable mentions in a minute.
I'm not going to talk about Demon Slayer. We can talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
But, Jesus.
Yeah, we'll talk about one of his honorable mentions in a minute.
What? All right. To wash my mouth out of that Demon Slayer, we're going to go into our number 1 on this list. You can go first.
Me?
Go first.
All right. Well, I can go on and on about this anime. And if you haven't noticed, my number 1 is Naruto. That's his head and all the characters. Naruto, hands down, number 1 anime. Story, characters. That's the main anime that I always go back. And if you can see my computer that's over here to the right, it has the...
Hidan?
No, that's not Hidan.
Kazan?
Kakazu.
There we go.
Kakazu is sitting there. He's one of my favorite villains in the show. But I will say, they did my Shino dirty, man. Like, they messed up Shino so hard.
Shino? Okay, yeah.
They gave him 2 fights. That's it. And then 1 at the end. But that's elaborate. But story, that thing has gave me chill bumps from fights. That thing has made me tear up. First anime.
Yeah.
That has made me cry.
Hokage's funeral.
Jiraiya
getting to work. Asuma getting pieced up. How that hit. Oh, man, that.
And Akamaru. That one. I think that was the one when they went to go get Sasuke.
Yeah.
When I thought he was going to die. Oh, look, chill bump right there. See it? All that. I'm telling you, man.
I can respect
art. Oh, man.
I can respect the Naruto pick.
When I say Naruto, I'm not saying Naruto only Shippuden. I'm saying all of Naruto. From beginning to end, Naruto, hands down, is the best anime. I don't care if they'll say, oh, you're just a fanboy or whatever. I don't care. That is the best anime, period.
I can respect Naruto for its longevity, and it's actually dope. people hate on it now because they're like, you just like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, the basic stuff. Like, okay, but Naruto's dope. It's been around.
Dragon Ball Z ain't on my list though.
It's been around for a reason. The reason why people still speaking on Naruto is because it's dope. Put some respect on his name.
One of the most epic. Period.
But I can agree with Naruto. It's just not on my list because it's in my manga list.
Oh, okay.
Like,
and that is one of the mangas that I actually have read.
Oh,
I read it from start to end because I did get impatient. That's the one anime I did get impatient with, and I did not have self-control, and I had to go read.
I enjoy Naruto because of like the dope arcs, the world building, all the different nations. They actually go to these different nations and build them, and you get to see why certain ninjas are a certain way.
Multiple characters.
Samurai Nation. Yeah. They build all of the characters, all of his generation of characters have some kind of backstory.
Personalities are different, man.
And even though some people fall off, it's still like they're dope.
Yeah,
these characters. Naruto is. I can agree. It's not on my list for other reasons, but it's still A tier to me.
It's number one for me.
I mean, I couldn't watch like the early portions because those fillers, him finding cats and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, the fillers. I will. Yeah, fillers. No.
I didn't watch the last portion. I didn't watch the Great War because of the fillers. I read it.
But you read it? Okay,
I read it. I didn't watch it because my brother was like, "Oh, you know those people they fought when they're trying to save Sasuke with the curse marks? Yeah, they're back." And I'm like, "Why are they back?"
Okay,
what? So I didn't. He told me that, and I was like, "I'm not watching it." Yeah. I have gone back and watched the not Pain, but I did go back and watch the Pain.
That fight scene, like a lot of people don't like because they did do a different anime art style on that, and a lot of people don't like it, but I liked it a lot because it really showed like the punches. Like there's a part where he got punched, and you see the ripples, in his face, and the speed looked a lot quicker. Cooler. It was just a lot more like. I don't know. To me, it made it more intense. Yeah. Like when that really. Oh, and then when he met his parents.
Oh, yeah. That. See, Naruto, it hits you with the layers of feels. It can hit you with the feels. It can hit you with just a straight up shonen action if that's what you want. It's dope. Like, I enjoyed it. I can agree with your number one. I can respect it.
I'm interested. No, Naruto's not number one for you.
My number one is. This is a show that I found really dope. It's another old school. It's another classic. It don't get much talk nowadays, but it was just dope. It has like the old arts. Like I guess it would be like a hand drawn art style. The main character was OP. Like that's one thing I like about manhwas as well. Like the character's OP, but you still see them go through struggles. It's not like I'm OP, nothing but it's it tells you the story, and you don't gotta wait for like the shonen build up. Yeah. So for me, my number one is Trigun. With Vash the Stampede. Trigun. Really? Yes, Trigun is my all-time favorite anime series. I'm getting another appreciation nod from Chardin. I got like 3 or 4 of those so far, which means my list is doing something.
I ain't getting no appreciation out here, y'all.
So Trigun is like my all-time favorite. Okay. That cool, like classic art style. It's such a like casual anime. They have softer episodes where they like, I guess, where they like take it easy on you, but it's not super long, so you don't get a lot. And then they have like these deep episodes, and you get to see the struggles of like the other characters because it's him and he's with like those 2 chicks that are trying to. Like, I don't remember if they're trying to bring him in or help him out or something like that. But the story with the guy, I'm not good with names, like you said, because it's been a while since I rewatched it. The guy with the cross. Gun? Yeah, man. His story was super cool. They were able to tell all those stories in their limited episodes because it wasn't like an extremely long, like shonen type episode thing. It was able to tell their story in that limited episodes with dope art. The action was dope. Seeing him outsmart people, like the town when there was like the sniper and stuff. Oh shit! Seeing him outsmart people to beat them, and then finally making it to the end where he had to show down with like his brother and all that stuff. It's just solid. It's a good, enjoyable anime to me. Trigun.
Number one.
Dope. It's my number one.
So I have a question about this. Now, is this an anime that you can't go back and watch?
I can go back and watch it.
Okay, you can. Okay.
I can go back and watch it today.
Because, there's some animes out there that, like, I feel like I can't go back and touch because I don't want to ruin it as I remember it as a child or when I was younger or when I first watched it. Yeah. But that's why I was, like, trying to figure out, like, maybe that one of those, since you said that's an older one.
I can go back and watch it. Okay. It kind of reminded me a little of Well, that new anime that was on Netflix with the dude with all the numbers on him, and those two chicks, the robot chicks, came to try to
see robots. Man, I'm not a robot cop.
It's weird. There's some new anime that's
Okay.
on Netflix that kind of remind me of it, but Trigun is really dope. I love the art style, that classic hand drawn art style.
Okay.
It's just nice. And the music, the feel, those had a different feel to them. Even though they were anime, they felt kind of adult. Like what? Because I guess they did like more mature topics or whatever, where you like not just all friendship. Yeah, we gotta go beat the bad guys for friends. I'm losing friendship. Ah,
I need those sometimes. I like those.
I like those too sometimes, but Trigun.
I guess where you're not your top, huh?
Yeah, not my top. Okay. Trigun is there. If you haven't seen it, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have, but it's a new age anime, folks out here.
Yeah, people are probably mad and like, why'd you bring him on, man? He don't know nothing you just said. I'm like, watch. Hey, man, I'm trying.
For you uncultured, watch some Trigun out there.
That's me right here. Uncultured, right. I guess.
All right, so that was our list, our top 5s each. And I was actually surprised that we agreed on a lot more things.
Yes, we did.
That I thought we would. I thought you was going to come with some left field stuff that I was going to be like, all right, come on. Nobody watched that. But we agreed on a lot of things, and I'm surprised, actually. So now I want to ask you a question that could cause a little controversy and some turmoil out here in these streets. What are a few anime that you think are just overrated?
Ooh. Okay, so like I mentioned before, when I was trying to do all my top 5 lists.
Right.
I did come across a few that I just was overrated to me.
Like what?
I will name 4 right off the rap. And
what is your idea of overrated?
All right, so overrated is this. Okay, so number 1, overrated is when a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah.
Everybody puts it in like
some tier that it doesn't belong.
Well, in their mind, everybody's different.
Yeah, everyone has their opinion, of course.
As you can see, my opinion is someone new.
This is completely opinionated, of course.
But there's not me. I've tried to get into them. I couldn't. Some I've watched all the way through, and I did not like. Some I've maybe watched a few episodes and just like, no.
Couldn't get into it?
Yeah. So the list is, and don't get me wrong, there's some characters from these that I do like.
I mean, that's how some of these get overrated to me. Like, they had good starts, though characters, and did nothing with it. I'm like, get this out of here.
Yeah.
So I'll give 3, but I want to hear yours first, and then I'll tell you my 3.
All right.
Okay, I want to hear
number. This is not even a number. I don't care. So one of them is Dragon Ball. I despise that entire anime. I try to watch it. Maybe it's because I went Dragon Ball Z first and then went back. Everything about that, I hate. Maybe that's because, I don't know, hey, that's when Young Chai was strong. Like, why do I want to watch an anime when he was strong? Like, trash.
See, Dragon Ball was more about the adventure. It was like young Goku. It was kind of like Journey to the West. They even had the pig guy in there for a reason. It was just Journey to the West, young monkey dude, just going out here, getting strong in these martial arts streets. That's when Yamcha actually mattered with the Wolfang fist. Now he
get him out of here.
I appreciate Dragon Ball for what it is. It's hard to go from Dragon Ball Z back to Dragon Ball,
and that's probably where I made my mistake. But yeah, that is a horrible anime. Trash to me. I'm sorry.
I can disagree. But what else you got?
Inuyasha.
Wow.
Trash. Hated it.
Wow.
Hated it. With the edit. Everything about it. Art style didn't like. Main character did not like.
I mean, I don't care for you watch, but my boy Sesshomaru?
Trash. Maybe because maybe I watched it when it was like Yu Yu Hakusho was out and Aroni Kenshin was there, and then you had Inuyasha. And I'm like, what is this? Get this a fox thing.
Man, Windscar?
Get him out of here. Trash. Other one. Now, I like this character right here. Full Metal Alchemist. Enjoyed it. Way overrated to me. I did enjoy it, but it was not as great as it was.
He didn't watch Brotherhood. No. There's a big difference between Full Metal and Brotherhood.
All right. So, since you're giving all the credit to Chardin, let's give her no credit right here because she's the one who told me to watch, and I watched whatever one she told me to watch. So it's on her then.
You ain't watch Brotherhood. Brotherhood was dope. The villains were crazy. The homunculus were crazy. The heroes were crazy. My boy Roy Mustang.
He was something that I did enjoy from it. And the mayor, I guess his name was.
Oh, when he finally started being, all right, I'm a homunculus, y'all know what I'm at, and then wrecked the whole place by himself.
Yeah, that was the mayor guy, right? Yeah, he was pretty dope. But honestly, man, like that to me, like all I hear people talk about is what they did to the dog. And I'm a. I'm gonna thread it, guys. If y'all don't hear from me, if y'all see me in the comments, then I'm dead. By some Inuyasha lovers, some freaking Full Metal Alchemist. But anyways, yeah, the main thing with Full Metal Alchemist that a lot of people talk about is the part where the daughter and the dog thing.
I mean, that's just a sad scene.
No, it hurt. Roy Mustang lighting the homunculus on fire.
That was great.
The mayor finding out that fight scene happened and the dog part. That's it. I'm done.
No.
And Scar. I did like Scar.
Scar.
I did like Scar.
Greed. When he took over, what's his name? And then he was slowly like becoming good because his greed was he wanted to keep all his friends. I'm greedy about that.
Maybe.
Greed out here. When Mustang lost his vision, but they was just like, what's the name? The greed. Something like, he was blowing people up blind. Getting to late game. Full Metal is one of the best.
It's not, and then like I really didn't enjoy the last fight either.
With outside the walls when he finally gave. Well,
I think he fought like the father or whatever. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy it. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm more of a Doom guy. You know, maybe I do want the brother to stay dead, kind of thing, not get. Maybe I didn't want that happy ending.
It's not completely happy because he gave up like. Not bending, but alchemy.
Man, who cares, man?
Alchemy's bit. What's your last one?
All right, last one, and I got. Oh, yeah, this is the one that I was nervous and that the threat from the people over here, and she is looking at me right now. The Avatar. Do not like the art style. I support my girlfriend with buying her Avatar stuff, but I do not like the animation. I don't like the kid. You know what? It's the reason that the movie was made, and I don't like the movie.
I mean, the only thing I give you is the movie.
No, the movie and the show are the same to me. They're trash. I don't like them. Do not like the anime at all. Like, the only thing I might like of it is Appa. And that's it. Yep. That's it, guys.
The disrespect. One, Avatar is back on Netflix. You know what everybody's doing? Rewatching Avatar because it's
That's why it is overrated.
Avatar is so properly rated.
Overrated. Everybody, I'm the only one typing graded.
Only thing about Avatar that people had problems with, if any, was some people had problems with Aang being all happy all the time, but that was no problem. He was young. He was 12. And Korra, especially the first 2 seasons of Korra, a lot of people couldn't get down with that because she was so annoying and just didn't want to listen to anybody.
Korra, is that the remake version?
That's the second one with Korra.
Is that after, I guess,
after Aang's arc, she was the next.
Well, you can't blame that. I will say that now. You can't blame Avatar for the second, like that part, right? Because
that's separate. No, that's still Avatar. I'm just saying.
Oh, it's still
that's
rolling?
the only problem that people had issues with. Parts of Korra. But Avatar itself is so dope. Bending, which is so cool. Everybody was looking forward to the movie. And then M. Night was like, I saw an episode. I saw one episode. Can I make a movie? And ruined it. Now we don't even get Avatar sequels or nothing like that.
Look at the bright side, though. He stuck to what he is. He's a person who does twists.
He's a person who ruins movies. How you ruin a movie that's
he
laid
put a
out
twist on it, which made it trash. Which, wait, the show's trash. I thought he did great. The movie and the show is exactly the same. I can't blame him.
Plus, Avatar has one of the greatest villains.
Who?
Ever. Azula.
What the heck is that?
You never watched that?
I have watched.
Azula.
You know why? Because I stopped watching it because it's trash. That's why. I literally had to watch a kid try to fly around on like a wind And a Rasengan? Is that what we're gonna call it? A win Rasengan?
Start on.
I will not start.
Look, start on season 2.
I refuse to start.
Well, I'll just tell you, season 2. When you see Azula, she's like one of the best villains there is. I got her up there with my boy Doflamingo in One Piece, who's just like a dope villain. Azula was just ruthless out here. Mm-hmm. She beat the Avatar. She was the one when, you know how folks power up? He tried to power up, she shot him with the lightning. You ain't powering up. Why would I let you? Azula
okay, that's cool.
Was dope in these streets.
And I do have to come home from work and hear that in the background as I walk through the door because Chardin has to watch it right now. Like you said, because it's on Netflix. So overrated.
Everybody's watching it. We've watched like a whole season yesterday because it's that dope.
I'll just go rewatch Naruto. How about that? Beginning to end.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that. But
what's your overrated? Since I'm the one getting bombarded.
I have nothing as bad as that because that's a bad take. For sure, that's all about your opinion. That's a bad take. But for me, all right, I'll give you a quick 2 to 3 that I think are overrated.
Okay.
Real quick. One, I think Hunter x Hunter is so overrated. It's put on such a high pedestal. Like, I enjoy what they did with like the idea of Nin and everyone having a different ability. It's so cool.
Yeah.
That was dope. Like, Kyopura, his arc in the beginning, he brought a shovel to a fight because he was finna bury a dude.
He gonna bury him.
And he buried the dude and buried him with the shovel. Enjoyed. I like how Kiryu started. He was like, I'm an assassin, but I'm trying to, Wayne to be good or whatever.
Yeah.
But his character devolved into nothing to me. His character devolved into, I'm just here to do whatever Gun want. We're here to find Gun's dad. Yeah. Gun's sick. Oh, I have this one sister that I care about so much, but I'm only going to see her right now to go save Gun, even though I care about her so much.
Yeah.
Right. What they did with Gun was criminal. They ruined his character. Not Gun, Kiryu. They ruined Kiryu's character for Gun. There wasn't that much evolution. The only time Gun ever showed any kind of crazy emotion is when, you killed this one guy we met earlier in this same season, and now I'm like so attached that I'm so mad.
When he had that super long hair. I wonder how high up did his hair go? Did it ever show like how it was? So yeah, that's one thing I'm like. How high is his power measured by the length of his hair?
His hair went high enough to ruin the whole show. That's what it did. That show.
It's a good show. I do enjoy it.
Dope premises, cool start. I think it's a good anime. I think it's overrated because people put it at great.
Yeah, now I will say that I would not put it as great.
Do not think that because of the character development went in the wrong direction. Number 2, I'm gonna give you is Demon Slayer.
Ooh.
It's new. It's getting carried, honestly, by the animation. The animation is top notch.
Fighting
it's getting
scenes?
carried. The fighting scenes are crazy.
Yeah.
But it's when you just step back and actually look at the story, look at the people, it is not that great. I read it. This world building is trash. It's just like we got the Demon Slayers, we got the demons. Or you got the people who make swords. There's nothing else in the world. Then they just fight, and it's getting carried. It has cool characters. It has such cool characters, but they don't do much with them. You don't get to see them really grow. You don't really get to see them like peak or whatever. Because it starts off as like other shonens where you got him here, you watch him grow. So you're always looking forward to that. Like Naruto, you was always looking forward to his Shippuden days, and then the end when he's a Kage to see how strong he is. This gives you something like that to start, and then does none of that. Without the animation, go back and just watch it and look at the story. It's getting carried by the cool animations. Like you said earlier, he did a final strike on someone. And he didn't even get it.
But I like that though, because it doesn't like all major. Even My Hero is a kind of a victim to that. Like they have the main character have to do something really cool, and it ends up that's how you win because okay, he's going to win by doing this. And they changed that. Like that small little change I thought was a good change because it's like, okay, you're not always just going to be able to overcome and break that wall. You still might need to get saved. And old buddy had to get saved because he was getting
That's why I have I have it as a good anime. Like for my overrated, these aren't like bad anime. They're good. but people are like, they're great. They're better than the old big three. Get out of here.
It's definitely close, like I said, but I couldn't put it in my top 5, so it's definitely close to being there. But now, is that the one that, do you read the manga and continue?
Yeah, I read the manga, finished the manga.
Oh, it's done? The manga's done?
Yeah.
Oh. So maybe that's something you might know what's going on. You're like...
And I just didn't enjoy how it...
So maybe that's what I need to do. I need to go read the manga and see if it's worth me even, and being excited for them.
For my last one, I mean, there's a lot I think are overrated. But for this last one that I put, it's one of the anime that every time it comes in conversation, I get just, I hate what they do with this. And that's Bleach.
Oh, yeah.
For being one of the big three, it is so trash.
It's the bottom 3, yeah.
No, but technically, he's big 3 because he's with Big 3 made. He has start. It has such dope characters. But how many times is Ichigo going to cheat and randomly be mixed with something else to get out of a random situation?
But see, I give you credit though, because how far on did you go with this anime? Have you finished the anime?
I went Bleach all the way through because even when something started bad, I keep going. Like Black Clover to me was getting bad, and I was like, "What's the point?" But then read it, and it recently has been pretty good. I'm like, "Oh, I'm enjoying it." But Bleach. See, but Ichigo cheat. He lost to Iokura. He put a hole in his chest. A hole in his chest. Yeah. And then he goes raging, which is I'm fine. I'm like, all right, if he's raged, there should be consequences for raging. He raged. He killed Iokura. Or he may, it's right there.
Okay. Kill him.
I'm back to normal. I gained control over this new random form of raging that I went, and he did nothing. He didn't harm her at all. I'm like, there has to be some consequence for him getting this power out of nowhere to win. And guess what? That power never showed back up. Oh. It was only
just
there.
The power to win.
It was just there to win that one thing and never showed up. Bleach, I can do a whole episode on why I dislike Bleach. I respect the writer. I liked him. I read about his story and how Bleach became like it is, but I just can't do. It's just Bleach.
Now, I got to give you credit though, because at least you can stick through it. Like me, if I say it's overrated, I stop. Like those lists that I named, like I watched a little bit of it and then was done. Like, nope, not going to continue this. I can't. And you can continue on.
Continue Bleach because it's like some of these are overrated, but they built dope worlds. Like Bleach has dope characters.
Their characters are really good.
Like Bleach could have easily been about anyone else, and I would have enjoyed it. So yeah, that's my overrated.
Now, do you have a list? Because I have a list as well. Once again, I was going through this list that I want to, that I'm like maybe like 2 or 3 I'll name like right now, but like a list of anime that I really want to watch.
No, but I got one anime. I've been reading the manga, and it got announced for an anime that's coming really soon. That's Jujutsu Kaisen. They're like,
what's it about?
They're like exorcists, and like. But kind of like how in One Piece they use nin, and each nin is different, and it's so weird, all these sorts of different. Here, everyone's exorcist technique or using curse spirit is different. So you see everyone use these different curse spirit, but the main character is this kid who is the only one who can there's this big demon, ancient demon. His name's Sukuna, I think, and his fingers were cut all off, and they're separated into 10, and he's the only one able to control it. Kind of. So he had to eat one to save his fingers. And since he was able to control it, the spirit people was like, we can't kill him yet. We need him to take in all 10 fingers so we can kill him then. Oh. And he knows this already. He knows what his purpose is to get the fingers and they're going to kill him. It's to kill him then so that they can kill Sukuna or whatever. I think his name's Sukuna. And you don't have to worry about it. But it's super dope because you got these OP demon guys who got their own agendas out there trying to do things. But you also have like the spirit people who are trying to exercise them and save the world. And then you have your one character. You have your Kakashi character. You have your one OP character, your All Might character who is just so broken and he actually looks cool. His moves look cool. And he's just, everyone in the show knows that he's OP. And that's what I look for.
And then my 2 is first is Dead Man Wonderland.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
When I seen like some of the like little... clippets of it, like the trailer version. I don't know. That just sparked. Seemed very intriguing. Really want to watch it. And an old school one I want to go back and watch. And I might actually, to the point that I might trust it and just actually go buy it on Amazon. The whole the whole series and Blu-ray and all that is Wolf's Rain. I'm an animal person, love my dogs, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be some stuff that's going to hit my heart hard, and I'm a little nervous about watching it. But I think those are the two that I really
just love your dogs.
Yeah, the dogs are definitely top, but I guess I'm a little nervous because my girlfriend might not love me after this. So I love you, babe.
Okay. I'm trying to save him right now.
Just so you know.
But this was a good list. Well, that's been our first time doing it, kicking it with someone. Yeah. And it was fun, actually.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Fun kicking it here with Austin. You got anything you want to tell the people before we...
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all, I guess, watching it. When y'all do get to watch it, hope y'all do enjoy it. I guess Danny's already going to tell y'all if y'all have any comments and if y'all have any hate mail for me,
Yeah, someone who don't like Avatar.
At me, I guess.
So, thank you for tuning in to another installment of Kicking It with Danny. This has been fun. I will try to do this once a month about different topics with different people. Or you will see Austin back. Thank you. Until next time. See you.
Fuck you!
That's what I'm saying.